Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am Andy Ruther, coming to you live from the Smut Studio in Venice Beach, California, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Praino.
Hello, Andy. I thought you had a little glitch there for a second. You're like, all right, let's get this started. And then you sat there like this. You're like, I was like, is he?
That's what I do. It's just giving like a few seconds in between.
You almost started saying, what, welcome? What? You like kept.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I watched your lips go.
Do you think I was practicing?
I was like, what is he?
This is our 400,
like almost ready to go?
This is our 440th episode. Do you think I was practicing saying welcome?
No, I don't know. That's why I thought there was some sort of glitch happening.
You look like Draymond in, what was that, game 4 in the interview?
Yeah.
And he just sits there and just stares off.
That's the voice of our intern, EJ.
What's going on with the intern situation?
The interns.
It's like musical chairs over here, bro.
Great.
EJ's back. Shabelli texted me. He's like, I'll be back for a month. By the way, actually,
it's like Becky on Roseanne. Or like the mom on Fresh Prince. You're like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? You can't just replace the mom. I'm watching the show for 10 years. The mom's just not Viv anymore.
She got a lot skinnier, or I'm sorry, a lot fatter and a lot lighter skinned.
Yeah. Remember when they went to the light skinned chick? Like, damn. Just throwing true black woman under the bus.
The first
Uncle Phil just upgrading to fucking light black
but hold on. Hands down, we both agree, right? The first mom
was the dominant mom.
She was way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
She was like knockoff Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just took this koozie off. You already have me with another koozie here. I already went through a whole beer while you tried to figure out how to get the Mevo working.
I'm glad you sat there and drank a beer while I fucking tried to dust away. By the way, EJ said speaking of Shabelli, said he thought he saw Shabelli in the mall today. Didn't even attempt to talk to him.
Wow.
No. Listen. First of all, it's
by
not
the way,
thought.
that was the most Latino EJ ever been. Like, no.
Listen here, fool.
No.
It's not a thought. I for sure saw Shabelli today.
You saw Shabelli?
Yeah, I was at the mall and I was walking by. I saw him at the corner of my eye and I thought, I was like, dude, that dude looks familiar. And I kept walking and I turned around and as I looked, it was like definitely him with the iconic sunglasses and the hat that he has. And I was like, dude, that's Shabelli for sure. But he was already gone.
It's already gone.
There's so many people.
Shabelli's a big guy. He didn't move that fast.
You should have just gone, Shabari. See him he turned around.
So yeah, what's up, Shabelli, dude?
We're going to have to bring him back. He's here for a month before he goes to Madrid. And I should do something with Shabelli because Shabelli's going to go study at the same school.
I have a question for EJ. Are you wearing 2 pairs of jeans? How do your jeans have holes, but you still have jeans underneath?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Am I crazy?
My God, this is called distress, bro.
Oh, my God.
I know. I understand, but there's a hole, right? There's a clear hole on one side, and then there's like still jean underneath.
These are durable as hell, so they got 2 layers of jeans in case I fall.
Is that hot?
I'm all right. We got an oscillating.
Some sort of double jean action. What are the kids wearing today? 2 pairs of jeans. You never know.
This is out of my, we sound like the old people, but what the fuck? Seriously. I mean, I know I sound like the old guy, but like, I mean, we got some great Flag and Anthem clothes, but I mean, come on. Like, let's just get him some Flag and Anthem gear. I mean, come on. Double-sided. Watch. Little do I know Flag and Anthem has that, in the works.
And they're like, don't talk about double jeans.
Yeah. I don't get, that's like some crisscross shit, bro.
What are you talking about, man?
What am I talking? You have jeans on jeans, bro.
Look, you got go.
Is it like patched?
No.
That's so weird.
I want you to take off your pants right now. I want to see what's going on.
See the inside of those jeans.
Yeah, I want to see.
Hey, wait, we have to before we're already having a good time. It's a pretty sad day. I don't know if you heard.
Okay.
Mrs. Garrett died.
Facts of life?
Yeah. Facts of life. How about different strokes? No, well, she was on Facts of Life, but she started on Different Strokes. Facts of Life is a Different Strokes spinoff.
You're old, Praino. You know what? That was a little bit more, like, I know that shit.
You know Different Strokes, right?
Of course. I know both the shows, but I don't know both the shows, if you know what I mean.
But here's the amazing thing. So, Mrs. Garrett, I believe it's Charlotte Ray, 92 years old, dead. Rip Mrs. Garrett. But... So, I mean, that's 30 plus years ago. She was in her 60s and she outlived Gary Coleman and Kimberly. She outlived 2 of the 3 children on the show she starred on in her 60s. Oh, and she outlived Mr. Drummond. She outlived everybody on that original cast except Willis. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's a pretty good point. Not gonna lie there.
Also,
what was the girl? Was it Amy? Kim?
Kimberly.
Yeah, but no. But what was her name in real life?
Dana Plato.
Dana Plato.
Yeah,
that's it. She kill herself.
Named after the great philosopher Dana.
It did. That's a Norm Macdonald joke right there.
And see there, that's what I did there. Named after the fly. Dana.
Did she kill herself or was it drug overdose?
Multiple drug overdose.
She's like your typical Hollywood.
She died in like 99 or something. And then Gary Coleman died like 7-8 years ago now. And then Willis. What you talking about, Willis? He's like, I'm talking about living. It's like, I'm talking about not being on drugs. What's wrong with you guys?
Have you watched? She died of suicide, Praino. She had a drug problem. According to Wikipedia.
Click on her Wikipedia page.
I'm clicking on it. Cause of death, suicide.
Really?
Yep. Damn, her son died too? Dear God. 11 years to the day after her death, her son Tyler Lambert died at the age of 25 of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Jesus. Facts of life, man.
Yeah.
Or I mean, different strokes.
Different strokes.
This is what I
had a classic different strokes joke back in the day too that I couldn't even do today because they'd be run off stage for being racist.
What's the joke? You got to say it then.
So, do you remember? So it was right when Jackass came out, and a kid. Oh, this is gonna be fucking unbelievable. A kid. Do you remember the Jackass stunt where they like one of them covered themselves in steaks and laid down on the barbecue?
Yeah.
To cook the steaks. So some kid in Connecticut tried that and burned himself. And I was like, what the fuck did you think? Like, you laid down on a barbecue, bro. I was like, don't do things you see on TV. I was like, I grew up watching Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. I didn't go strapping rockets to my roller skates because that shit would be dangerous. I was like, I also watched Different Strokes. I didn't go adopting 2 black kids. Again, that would be dangerous. And it used to crush. You did that shit today, they'd be like, get out of here. How dare you?
Well, I would just say to anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about or Gary Coleman, I have fallen down some rabbit holes in my day on Gary.
Is Gary still on our wall? Or he's up there with Mark Messier? He's out of frame.
Yeah, he's up there out of frame. Gary Coleman, there are some Gary Coleman videos right now, everybody. Well, not right now. When this episode's over. Go look up.
Right now, pause the episode.
Go look up some Gary Coleman videos on YouTube. Dude, the one where he left the Insider Entertainment Tonight like live and they ended up showing it. Or it probably wasn't live, of course, but they showed him storm off. And the one where he's like threatened to hit the woman. Yo.
What did he die of?
He died of, let's see here.
Of being like fucking heart failure because
he died of epidermal hematoma. Hematoma?
Yeah.
But he was married to this redhead for a minute that he apparently beat, but she was like a foot taller.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of shit going on.
Bitch, lean down so I can smack you in the face.
You make Gary Coleman Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I could just see him like she's across the room and he sets up like he jumps from like an ottoman to the side of the bed and then flying like Tekken punches her.
You remember that Chappelle Show episode?
Like that overhand right?
You remember that Chappelle Show episode where because Gary Coleman ended up being a security guard.
Parkour off like an ottoman and then the lamp and then the ceiling just to get up to her height.
You remember those mini trampolines that people exercise on?
Yeah.
He's got to jump off one of those before he punches her in the face. Do you remember that episode of Chappelle Show?
He has like a ropes system. Just swinging on like trapezes.
You remember that episode though, where he imitated Gary Coleman because Gary Coleman got in a fight because Gary Coleman ended up being a security guard later in his career.
Yeah, right.
And there's that funny Chappelle Show episode. By the way, this is what I love during the slow time of the sports year.
Yeah.
We're almost 10 minutes in talking about Gary Coleman and different strokes.
Talk about Myles Garrett? Fuck that. Mrs. Garrett. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the title of this episode, Mrs. Garrett greater than Myles Garrett.
Write that down, EJ. Write that down.
Trevor's like, why is he writing that down? What's the purpose of this writing situation?
You are the king of greater than.
I love greater than.
Why do you love greater than titles?
Because it says everything. So many words. It was just one symbol. Just greater than.
How many greater than tweets have you done?
Not that many.
Which is funny because you love the greater than.
I know. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, let's get into some sports, Joe. Let's get into some things. There's
Clooney,
really...
watch out. I think you're the next oldest person on Facts of Life.
Who?
Clooney.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, I love me some Clooney, but keep your head on a swivel, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is Tootie still alive? Did we lose any of the members of Facts of Life? Is Joe Polnicek out there? Where's fucking
I mean, there's only so much I can do here. I can't be looking up 1,000 people at once.
No, that's what I'm saying. You probably Natalie, the fat one, probably the most likely to have gone already, right?
Sugarfoot?
Yeah. Got that Sugarfoot.
Dude, after the Hostel show last night, these 2 Norwegian kids, I'm like, how high are you? They could not stop laughing. They took pictures with me. They kept telling me I look like Ryan Reynolds. And I was like, yo.
Yeah, literally, how high are you guys?
I was like, you guys.
Like in Deadpool? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what they kept saying. They kept going, you should be in the new Deadpool. And I was like, guys.
Because you look like scarred to death Ryan Reynolds. You look like Ryan Reynolds caught fire.
I go, I look nothing like. They
you look like Ryan Reynolds covered in 3rd-degree burns.
They were taking pictures with me. And here I was thinking I was cool, but now that I think about it, yeah, you're right. They probably thought I was fucking 3rd-degree burn Ryan Reynolds. It's unbelievable. You know, the things I go through, Praino. I saw that tweet. Can we bring that up real quick?
What?
From our boy Chris, the lawyer.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He said 33% of Dirty Sports is just you roasting me.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
He didn't even tag me in it. I think he put my name, but he didn't tag me.
How you gonna subtweet Ruther?
He might have. I could be wrong. It was either me or Dirty Sports that he didn't tag.
Well, I mean, should you really be making crazy, possibly factually incorrect statements against a lawyer? This guy's gonna sue you for defamation.
What percentage of the show do you roast me? He had 33%.
That's probably a little high, but I mean, now you're 3rd-degree burns Ryan Reynolds from here on out, so probably gonna be strong on this episode.
Yeah, well,
I just can't stop thinking about Gary Coleman ejecting himself off Anonymous to Hadouken his girlfriend. Hadouken.
Dude, you know what? I think we got the headphones.
Spit it out, Junior.
Let me just find. Fuck it.
Fuck it. We won't do it live.
Well, we're not live anyway,
right.
Obviously. So let me find a Gary Coleman. The Gary Coleman.
Ruther
interview.
sent me a text today. He goes, "Rundown's a little light. Feel free to add to it." I was like, "Yeah. How about I just come with 40 minutes of Mrs. Garrett material?" Hadouken.
Well, here I have it, bro. Gary Coleman exploding on the Insider. We're gonna play this, and obviously you're gonna see the visual.
First of all, I love that Gary Coleman is wearing a dark brown corduroy jacket inside his fucking studio. Like he looks like a homeless person. That's the jacket that you get when you think you're gonna live in that jacket for a year.
Comments are disabled,
yeah,
which is bullshit. Now this was posted in 2010.
So is Gary Coleman, so that's fitting.
That's actually the day that's the year he died. Now this was posted in 2010 by Sarah Palin Sucks. That's another YouTube
hater
user with no profile pic.
Yeah.
So this is Gary Coleman on the Insider. Now there's no info about this, so I have no clue who's interviewing him, nor does it really matter. But let's get to Gary Coleman on the Insider.
Set the record straight here, just point blank. Do you have a volatile relationship with your wife? Have you ever physically touched her?
No, I don't have a volatile relationship with anybody. You know, if we have our discussion, and like most of the time the men lose, you know, if I lose or she loses, she goes that way, I go that way.
But she went not just this way. She called the police and said that you had assaulted her.
Look at his mugshot. All right, there's going to be some cheesy Insider music, but we're going to get through it.
Gary's mugshot. Arrested and booked last month, Gary joined the panel to tell his side of the story. But watch when he and guest panelist attorney Lisa Bloom go at it.
You know what? If people would want to believe that I assault my wife at 4'7" and she's 5'6", then they can believe that all day long. I don't care.
Well, why don't you flat out deny it then, right here? Because otherwise, everyone's going to look at this and say he's waffling around, and he probably
I
did
don't
it.
waffle. There is no abuse that goes on in my house.
I don't waffle. He's very adamant about that. All right, let's see what else Gary has to say. We're gonna get through this.
I don't waffle. Now, if people believe that I'm waffling, then they can go do what they need to do.
Did you abuse your wife? Did you abuse her? Did you lay your hand on
And
her?
you know what? You can go the same place.
Did you lay
You
your
can
hands
walk
on your
off the
wife,
same
Gary Coleman?
plane
Because she
and
says
drown
you did.
yourself in the ocean.
She said.
Oh, wow.
Wait a second.
He went full Praino.
Gary Coleman went, dude.
He's like, I'm just saying, you don't believe me? Take those waffles, cover them in syrup. Lots of syrup. Enough syrup where you could drown yourself in the syrup. I don't waffle.
This is amazing. Praino,
Lego, my ego. Bitch, you gonna tell me I'm 4'7"? My wife is 5'6"? I'm assaulting her? Not on Aunt Jemima's watch. I don't waffle.
This might be the best interview ever. I got to play the rest of it.
As you did.
You know what? I have this on my head because I fell down the stairs. I don't want people thinking that my wife is abusing
Why don't
me.
you want to answer the question about whether you abused
Because
your
you
wife
can go
and
yourself.
everything else? Pardon me?
You can go yourself.
Really?
And quit asking
Is that
me.
the way you talk to your wife?
Yeah, if I have to, if I need to, but I don't. And I don't know you, and I don't care about
And
you.
is this the kind
and
of
your
anger
life
that leads to your
doesn't
physical assault of your
matter to
wife?
me. Let me
Yo, can we talk about Gary's?
Can we talk about this bitch?
He goes, your life, dude. He's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Your
I
life.
like that his head goes back when every fucking he goes Pez dispenser on that shit when he gets angry.
Your life doesn't matter to me. I mean, he's on the Praino train,
Yeah.
like 100%.
Let me tell you
So
what,
my life doesn't matter to you.
Hold on. Or get hit by a
Who is
bus
this
today.
bitch?
This
I
is-
am gonna
That's Nancy. What's her name? Nancy Niece.
I don't know.
She-
She
she's
looks
from
she looks like the third option to play fucking Aunt Viv. They were like the one that she's like the one they didn't cast.
She's from Reno 911. She's got that new show on TBS. It's been on a couple seasons. Claws. I just know from watching fucking NBA.
Blinking guy meme. You
Yeah.
just referenced Reno 911 and Claws back to back. And you don't remember fucking Mrs. Garrett on Different Strokes? Get out of this apartment.
All right, let's see what else Gary has to say.
care because she's pushing my buttons and I don't like her now. And the next thing
Why
I'm
don't
going
you
to
just
do
deny it?
is leave. So all of you.
And then he had to jump. He
Gary,
literally
come
had
back.
to, he had to jump. First of all, hold on. Stop this again. He had to jump off that stool
Yeah,
for one.
he
Like
did.
there was a moment
He
there.
had to jump off.
There's
the
a
stool.
moment where he was not on stool or floor. Do you know what I'm saying? And then somebody goes, Gary, come back here. Like, motherfucker, you just railroaded this dude.
It's all women, by the way. It's
Yeah,
all women.
Yeah. This was the beginning. The first march was on Gary Coleman. How dare you guys?
Let's see if he comes back. That was one dude here.
Wow, that was hard to watch. And joining us now with perspective on
Well, let's
we
be
sat
honest, the
through
insider
there,
is
Gary's
pretty much
tirade is
always hard to
behavioral
watch.
psychologist, expert Dr. Charlie Stoffi.
Who watches this shit? Now they're bringing a behavioral psychologist to analyze what Gary Coleman just did on their own set.
It's like we have a behavioral psychologist who often sits in our green room in case one of our guests lose their fucking mind. Safe to say they plan this.
You know, I hate to shit on Middle America again, but this is the type of shit my mom watches, and
Yeah.
she lives in Middle America.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's the type of shit people in Ohio watch because they don't have fucking a beach to go to.
This is what my mom will always say when I go home.
They're like, the river is a little low. We should watch The Insider.
She'll be watching this. She'll be looking through like a magazine or something.
Oh, well, more people watch this than your fucking stupid podcast on YouTube. That's for sure. You fucking nobodies. Anyway, to behavioral psychologist Guido Scarducci.
Let's hear what Guido has to say.
Wrote the book Side by Side, which is flying
What
off
the fuck is
shelf.
happening?
And I want you to
So hold on. He wrote this book side by side.
Too hard on Gary.
be quite blunt. Was she too tough on him?
Absolutely not. He's explosive. He tries to hold it together, then he blows. You're lucky he didn't hit somebody here.
Right.
Really?
I mean, why are we even going to do sports today? This is stupid. Let's just.
We got 20.
We're going to watch this over and over and over again.
We got 20 more. We got 20 more seconds of the insider.
Do you think that she was too tough? Because I thought she was.
Well, she was provoking him.
Wait, isn't that one of the? Isn't that Carney Wilson? Yeah, it's all these has been like fucking.
She looks like a carny. She looks like the person that they shoot in the stomach with a fucking bowling ball, like a cannonball. That's who she looks like.
Ironically, I know she actually got.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages will now shoot some fat bitch in the stomach with a bowling ball. Let's see if she survives. Also, she was fucking in what's Carney Wilson from, by the way? Wilson Phillips?
Yes.
She looks like fucking she ate Phillips.
Well, here's the funny thing. She got really skinny. She got her stomach stapled.
Are you even allowed to say this anymore? Are you allowed to make fun of people for being fat? Did I just get thrown off the internet?
Yeah, you did. She got her stomach stapled, and then she posed in Playboy because I used to subscribe to Playboy. But then this is after. Then she got fat again. Anyway, let's see.
Can't believe that didn't take.
Let's see what she has to say.
The word
She
in an
wanted
inappropriate manner?
No, she wants answers. You guys want answers.
Could the right type of therapy really help him where he is right now?
What I saw there needs medicine.
Dr. Sophie, thank you so much for your perspective.
Guys, that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-person panel on the Insider about an interview on the Insider.
This is amazing.
What the fuck is happening?
I mean, come on. This is what happens, Praino. I'm sure there's tons more Gary Coleman.
Remember when we were just about to do a sports podcast and I brought up Rip Mrs. Garrett?
You shouldn't have done
How about
that.
this fucking wormhole?
You shouldn't have done that, man.
How are you going to be in this now and not just give us what you're talking about, Willis?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We
just passed one.
We gotta do it.
Supercut?
After the ad. I'll just keep this shit.
Hey everybody, how do you like my new bathing suit?
Damn, Dana Plato looks good, bro.
Yeah.
She's like 16 there. Now I seem like a pedophile. Okay, let's keep going.
She was also on heroin, so. You're like 16-year-old crack horse. I'm not saying you're fucking.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
What you talking about, Kimberly? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Mr. D? What you talking about, Adelaide? What you talking about, Willis?
Hold on. Why did he get so randomly dark for that one episode?
I think that's somebody else.
Fucking dark as night.
It's somebody else.
Was it?
Let's go back. I think yeah, this is.
They weren't doing a different fucking. No one else gets to deliver Arnold's line. What are you talking about?
Wait a second. I think that is him. Why did he get so dark? Let's watch it again.
What you talking about, Mr. D? What you talking about, Adelaide? What you talking about?
That's not him.
It's clearly him. What are you talking? But do you know anything about television? You can't have somebody come in and fucking steal somebody's catchphrase.
He's skinnier and way darker.
Yeah, that's when he got into the hard drugs. I don't know how drugs make you darker.
Is that him?
Holy shit, yeah.
What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Oscar? What you talking about, man?
Look there, he's dark again.
What you talking about, Willis?
It's crazy.
We discovered his complexion.
You know what? This is just like the Aunt Viv situation, except there was two different Arnold Drummonds. One black Arnold Drummond and one less black Arnold Drummond.
Is there a conspiracy theory that there was two people playing
him the whole time?
There was two people.
I'll say this: the guy who was beating his wife, pretty dark. Turns out, it's almost like the Superman and like Bizarro Superman.
Yeah,
like Bizarro Arnold's a little darker and pretty angry.
All right, let's see if we got any more.
What you talking about? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about?
Hold on.
Willis? Yeah, he got darker
First of all,
again.
let's also talk about the growth of different strokes. Originally, he was Mr. D. Now he's Dad. Remember that episode where he just decided he was Dad? Some fucking heartbreaking shit.
Was he dark or light skinned when he did that?
He was light skinned, I think.
What you talking about, cousin?
Holy shit! On this one, he's Tommy Frazier. It looks like a polished Nazi fucking war boot. What is happening in this one? Jesus, I can't see anything but his eyes. He looks like fucking John Rambo after he puts on the face paint to hide in the woods.
It's like Wesley Snipes, bro.
Yeah,
what the fuck is happening?
It looks like Blade. I mean, what is this? What is this? Give me the title of the supercut and the
It's just what you talking about, Willis.
and who uploaded it?
40 seconds in, Matt McKinnon.
Matt McKinnon.
Matt McKinnon. Whatever. McKinnon.
Somebody's listening to this show for the first time going, so this is a sports show?
Dude, how did he get so dark here?
That's when he really hit the money. He was spending all winter in Miami.
All right.
He's like, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. They're like, can you wear sunscreen this time, Arnold?
How many more of these are we going to do?
No, we're good.
Okay.
We got to leave it on that one. Just leave that up.
Dear God.
Jeez. Looks like an option quarterback for the 90s Nebraska Cornhuskers.
I blame you, Praino. You brought up Mrs. Garrett. Holy shit.
Rip Mrs. Garrett, by the way.
What?
Just rip.
Yeah, I know, man. 5 minutes in.
Mrs. Garrett made different strokes, made facts of life, and made the first 20 minutes of this episode fucking fantastic.
That might have been the best 25 minutes of our podcast.
Yo, I don't
ever.
waffle.
He said waffle.
Lego my ego.
He said, I don't waffle. You want to talk about waffling? There ain't no waffles in here. Maybe in the green room there's waffles.
Did I hit my wife with a waffle iron? No.
Do I like waffle ball? No, I like wiffle ball. I don't waffle.
That just blatant disregard for him, for somebody asking him about his violent past makes me think about Ray Lewis's Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah.
Should we talk Hall of Fame induction?
Let's
Should
do
we
it.
talk some sports?
Let's do it. Ray Lewis headlined a good class.
Yeah. What? A good class.
Great
Like
class.
an all-time class.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis,
Arguably.
best linebacker of all time.
Arguably.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, arguably the best inside linebacker of all time.
Hands down.
I don't think he's arguably the best linebacker of all time. I think we all
LT.
know.
Yeah.
Come on.
I got you.
I mean, if we're talking, since we're here talking dark as night, Lawrence Taylor, he was a blackout. That dude was a fucking solar eclipse on some quarterback.
Yeah. So we have Ray Lewis. We have
Yep.
another phenomenal linebacker in his age, Brian Urlacher.
Yep. Again, arguably, there was a time when people were like, oh, is Brian Urlacher the best inside linebacker of all time?
He won a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, those two were
Neck and neck.
simultaneously.
We have Randy Moss. Come on.
Top 3 receiver ever.
Yeah. Terrell Owens. Is that your other guy?
Right up there, right? I mean, Jerry Rice is in a class all his own. You got Irvin, Owens.
I don't put Irvin
Moss.
near. I don't put Irvin near those guys.
Well.
I think those guys are that much better, personally. Brian Dawkins, great.
Yeah.
And then the other guys I don't give a shit about.
Okay.
Who are the other guys?
I don't know. You're the fucking host of this show.
That's been your line lately, I've noticed.
You're just here to riff.
Yeah, but I've noticed that. You've used this recently. You're the fucking host.
Yeah. Well, you always introduce it's my co-host, not with my other host. You know, if I'm the co-host, do your job.
Oh, wait, is that what that is?
No.
Is that what that is?
Look.
What am I supposed to call you? Not a co-host?
No, I'm totally fine with being called a co-host. I'm excited about it. It makes me super happy. Here's my deal. I come, I show up. I'm like Randy Moss. Look, let me know when I'm going to go long, and you throw me the ball. Until then, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to drink Miller Lights. But look, I can't fucking be doing research. I can't throw and catch to myself. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't matter. The other guys weren't important.
Okay.
I did know that much. It was 3 other guys, but it was like a GM, some
Sure.
old O lineman. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit.
Okay.
And some other guy I didn't know. But Ray Lewis, man, the Ray Lewis thing is fascinating because a lot of articles were coming out, and our boy Tug sent us one today, which I read, which kind of. Did you read it?
I didn't.
Okay.
I read the one you sent after. Tug hit us up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
He's a dad.
Yeah.
He's like, some of us are thusting.
Yeah,
Like,
he
okay.
used the thusting line. Either it's because Tug's a dad or he has a severe cocaine problem.
Yeah.
One of the other.
Yeah.
I don't
Could
know.
be both.
Could be both. That one kind of did, in a way, like, was saying how there's many facets to Ray Lewis, which I agree about how he is an arrogant attention whore, hides behind the Jesus thing. There was that, but it also, discussed, how good he was in the field, which I don't think anybody's going to disagree with. But the one article that you and I both read, I loved. And I think it's important for the story, just so everybody knows, the author of that or the writer of that is a black journalist. And I think that's important, don't you?
Not really, but sure.
Well, I think it is, just because it's like...
What you talking about, Willis?
You don't think that's important?
I mean, I don't see how you're saying because
it takes race out of it. We always want to put race in things.
Okay.
And I think the fact that it was written by a black Sports Illustrated writer, Robert Klemko, it takes race out of it. So basically, he had a story. Well, do you want to just kind of sum up the article?
Basically, part of his assignment at one point was
when he just got started.
Yeah,
2013.
He got assigned to go. That was it. Sports Illustrated that was doing the article. Sports Illustrated was doing an article, and
correct.
They had interviewed the families of the two guys who were murdered in the Atlanta Super Bowl incident that Ray Lewis was some part of, and those families said that they did not forgive Ray Lewis's part in the thing. And this guy's assignment was to go talk to Ray Lewis and get his, retort to them saying that.
He even said, he even went to Ray, not around people.
Right.
And that's important. He didn't do it when they're going to do like
he specifically said he didn't do it in a press conference.
Yes.
He didn't want him walking away because that takes, questions away from other people if he gets up and he walks away, as we've seen so many athletes do, where they don't want to talk something or they shut down. And, you ask Bill Belichick a question, then he's just like, we're on to Indianapolis. And everybody's like, dude, why'd you have to ask him that one thing? Where then after that, he just kept saying, we're on to whatever. That was fucking a shithead thing to do.
So he went to Ray individually, and I'll just read the quotes. He said, sure. Ray, may I speak to you privately about something serious? Just go ahead,
and Ray was
said.
Like, everything in life is serious. Life is serious.
Serious
is serious.
He said, we're doing a story with interviews of the families of the victims in Atlanta. I have a few questions for you, and I want to give you the opportunity to comment. Lewis responded, are you serious? And I continued, he writes, it's our...
And I continued, I literally opened with about something serious. So, yeah, pretty serious.
He said, it's our responsibility to give you a chance to comment out of fairness to you. So he's basically saying, Ray, this story's going to be written. You're going to be in it.
Right.
We want your quote.
Or not quote. Or you could say, I don't have a comment or whatever.
I love this next line. His
next line was, I don't waffle. I don't eat waffles. I don't make waffles. No waffles.
Ray said this. You want to talk to me about something that happened 13 years ago, right now. Who's that fair to, me or you? Okay, well, when there's two guys who end up dead, I just love this.
We now go to mentalist Vito Scarducci.
I love this. So they go back and forth, and the journalist keeps saying, you're a public figure. You should have the opportunity to comment on this story. And
then Ray just started going, no.
So basically, a Ravens media relations staffer gets him out of the room and says this to him, word for word. If you ever pull bullshit like that, you'll never come in the locker room again. I told him I understand he's pressed. Then he goes, then he sticks his finger in his face and says, first of all, Ray is off limits. Well, apparently not killing somebody who's off limits. Second of all, why are you asking questions, again, the same thing, about murders that happened 13 years ago? It's like OJ walks into a restaurant and nobody's going to be like, yo, did you kill those people?
Yeah.
It's wild. So then basically this guy got blackballed.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And Ray hides behind Jesus, and he hides.
But then, no, you got it. The best part of the whole article is him coming up when he's interviewing the other guy. You have to read that.
Let me see here.
He's like, I forgive you. and Jesus forgives you.
Oh.
And Mary forgives you. Mary Magdalene forgives you. The Holy Spirit forgives you. All the people involved in the Jesus Christ ceremony, the up, the down, left, to right, they're all forgiven you. The Cardinals forgive you. Not the Arizona ones. I mean the ones that are like under bishops.
Oh, yeah, this is the best part.
Pope forgives you.
So basically,
Judas forgives you, and he ain't a forgiving motherfucker.
So basically, he gets blackballed by the Ravens.
Peter, Paul, Mary, the band forgives you.
So, all right, all this shit goes on. The Ravens, the PR staff, the actual players, they're blackballing him. So then, was this the same time frame? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Ray Lewis walked up to him
while he was interviewing another guy.
While he was
on the Ravens.
While he was interviewing
he's now on to another. He's now on to just being a beat reporter for the Ravens.
He's on to linebacker Paul Kruger.
Right.
Ray walks up to him, and nothing but a towel. He puts his hand on his shoulder, and he writes, delivers a line I'll never forget. Whatever you're saying, I forgive you. You were number one in my prayers last night. You don't have to apologize. And he responded to Ray, I'm not sorry, and I'm not going to apologize for doing my job. If you want to have a private conversation, I'm all for it. Lewis turned away, and two teammates attempted to shove me out of the locker room with the PR guy standing between them. So that's how it all went down.
What I don't understand about just like the Ray Lewis and the Ray Lewis fandom and whatever is like, it's sort of like the Kobe Bryant fans.
It is.
Kobe Bryant fans and Ray Lewis fans have a lot in common. I just said Lawrence Taylor is the greatest linebacker in history. Lawrence Taylor is also a piece of shit. This is from Joe Praino, fucking highly ranked Giants fan. Lawrence Taylor, greatest linebacker, greatest defensive player in the history of the game. Lawrence Taylor, piece of shit. Fucking underage girls, crack addict, fucking lunatic, putting people at risk, drunk driving, fucking being an asshole to everybody. Piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Has he changed? Has he bettered himself? I don't know. I haven't talked to LT in a while. Maybe, but there's one thing for sure. Lawrence Taylor's past is checkered. He did some fucked up shit. That doesn't make me an asshole. For you to go around being a Kobe Bryant fan or a Ray Lewis fan and being like, that shit never happened, allegedly. Like, motherfucker, you don't throw out suits. This is like Tom Brady all over again. He's like, yeah, I was just on my cell phone, so I fucking destroyed it. It's like, that's not how you get rid of cell phones. I have a drawer full of old fucking cell phones. And I'm like, I don't know. What should I do? Should I sell them on eBay? Should I fucking turn them into an art piece? I don't know. You don't just go, okay, I'm going to get the new iPhone. I'm going to hit this one with a hammer. Like, that's not how you don't destroy your suits after. You fucking donate them to Goodwill. You know what I mean? Ray Lewis did some fucked up shit. That's why he was charged. That's why his suit disappeared. That's why the motherfucker is being questioned about it 13 years later, because he was involved in the murder of two people.
Whether he killed someone or not.
Who are you that you're out there? What kind of fucking sick person are you that you're like, oh, but I bought a Ray Lewis jersey, so I got to defend this guy till I fucking die. Who cares if he's a fucking great linebacker? He's a garbage person hiding behind Jesus Christ.
The worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. You can't use the cop-out. Look, all these people, all we ever preach again is transparency. All Ray has to do is just own that shit. Yo, I fucked up. I did some awful things. Then I'm behind all his Jesus. Like, do all your Jesus stuff. Dude, if you say I fucked up, I want to become a better person, I found God, I'm all for that. You do you, Ray. But this whole, I think it was this article by Robert Klemko. You should really read it. Sports Illustrated. He just wrote it 2 days ago or a day ago. It's a great article because it shows that they've protected him. It's such, you should not be shielded from questions about a night where two guys died. They died. Whether you stab them or whether you watch the stabbing or whether the stabbing happened because of you or you punched somebody, regardless, you were fucking there, dude. You were there. I've never been involved with murders. I've never been involved with fucking rapes. These are things that happen to some of these guys. It doesn't mean you can't move past it, but just own up to the shit.
And also, you're not any less of a fan of the Baltimore Ravens for just being like, best linebacker we ever had, fucking murdering piece of trash.
Yeah.
Or at least involved in murdering. You know what I mean?
I mean, dear God. And to me, well, there's multiple things here that piss me off about all this. One is Terrell Owens took 3 tries to get into the Hall of Fame. I think it's so ironic, Joe, that they're in the same class.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
Terrell Owens, it took 3 tries to get into the Hall of Fame because of questionable, let's put that in quotes, character.
Yeah. Which proves one thing and one thing forever for good. The guys who are beat reporters, the guys that work in the sports press are such limp dick fucking losers that they will actually stand for a fucking accused murderer before they fucking stand for a guy who was mean to them in the locker room. Mom, he was mean to me after a game before he told me I was a nobody and he didn't have to answer my questions. I'll show him. He'll never get in the Hall of Fame on my watch. Put up your dukes, Terrell. Put up your dukes. He was accused of fucking being involved in a murder, you trash bags. And he doesn't get in. The second leading yards receiver of all time, the third receiving touchdown leader of all time. Like, it's absurd because he didn't answer your questions. Ray Lewis didn't answer this reporter's questions about his involvement in a murder.
T.O. never did anything off the field. Never, right?
I don't know. I know he wasn't involved in a murder.
Okay, well, we know that much.
Let's start with the facts.
Okay.
Not involved in a murder case.
And here, like Joe said, these are the.
Did he have a fucking drunk driving that I forget? Did he have a
domestic abuse?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Wasn't involved in the untimely death of 2 people at a fucking party he was at, and then had to go to trial over it.
All I know is this. T.O. is 8th all-time in receptions, like Joe said, 3rd all-time in receiving touchdowns, and 2nd all-time in receiving yards. All-time in the history of the NFL. And it took him 3 times because of questionable
those
characters.
Might have been higher if he didn't get fucking run out of football for being Terrell Owens. Now, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I don't care. Whatever. But facts are facts.
Questionable character. And you know what? Good for T.O. We both agreed on that, right?
100%.
Good for T.O. for not going to the ceremony. And everyone wants to say, oh, he's not petty at all. You know what's petty? Petty is saying, he didn't answer my questions. I'm not going to vote for him. He is 2nd all-time in receiving yards.
Football players were mean to me in high school, and now they're mean to me when I'm in the locker room. And I have a credential that says I'm allowed to be in the locker room and that they have to talk to me. This isn't high school anymore. You guys can't bully me. I'll bully you. Meet me on the playground at 3 o'clock. I won't vote for you in the Hall of Fame. I'll show you. Fucking dorks. I'm out of here.
Praino's getting another beer. While he does that, guys, before we continue with this discussion, I just want to say Praino is looking good today. And I know it's a combo of 2 things. It's a combo of 2 things, Joe, that's making you look good. One, Flag and Anthem gear. You got those soft Flag and Anthem T-shirts. You got the Seersucker shorts.
Seersucker indeed.
I mean, I love those shorts.
Seersucker, hardly know her.
That's right, Joe. And you guys can look just as good as Joe Praino if you go to flagandanthem.com, drop in promo code DIRTY. It'll get you 25% off. 25% off your first order. And Joe, aren't we following people back if they use Flag and Anthem promo code and purchase some amazing gear of theirs?
You're following them back if they Instagram a screenshot of their purchase. I'm following them back, and also I just want to see it. I want to see DirtBalls in Flag and Anthem gear. And then I've decided to up my Instagram game lately, and so I'm adding some people on Instagram. I'd like to follow some DirtBalls who send me pictures of them in Flag and Anthem gear.
So go ahead and do that right now, DirtBalls. Go to flagandanthem.com, drop promo code DIRTY. Again, that's 25% off your first order. And the other thing that's keeping Praino looking fresh, he's keeping the beard looking nice and fresh. He's using those amazing Harry's razors.
Yeah. You can't have, the thing is people look at a beard and they always go like, oh, you're not using a razor. Ha ha ha. Au contraire. The key to having a strong beard is cleaning up the top and the bottom so it's right at your jawline, that it's a crisp-looking beard, not a homeless-looking beard. And I do that with my good friend Harry's Razors.
That's right. Harry stands behind the quality of their blades, but they know switching.
First ballot Hall of Fame razors.
They are. First ballot Hall of Fame razors. And unlike the writers ignoring T.O., we are voting Harry's in, hands down. Guys, they created this trial offer. It's an amazing trial offer. And you can claim yours by going to harrys.com/dirty. Get a $13 value trial set that comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave, the weighted ergonomic handle, 5-blade razor with a lubricating strip and trimmer blade, rich lathering shave gel, and the travel blade cover. DirtBalls. You can redeem this trial set again at harrys.com/dirty. So make sure you go to harrys.com/dirty to redeem your trial offer and let them know that we sent you to support the show. Tag in Twitter. It takes 2 seconds, and you get an amazing deal. I don't know why you wouldn't sign up for these.
I don't know either. Maybe this isn't something I should say during a Harry's ad read, but if I was going to Ray Lewis somebody, I needed a sharp object to do it with, I would use Harry's razors. So sharp. So sharp.
Yeah, I might have to take that out, but all right, Joe. Appreciate that. Going to give me some more work. I do want to say one more thing about Ray, though. I want to play the clip. Can we grab? It's a quick clip. I'm sorry, but grab the headphones. We got to play the clip of Ray confessing that he kisses his children on the lips.
It's about time Ray Lewis confessed to something.
Yeah. So Ray confessed to kissing his kids on the mouth.
If it's good enough for Tom Brady, it's good enough for me.
Let's hear what he has to say.
That's why I'm still kissing you in the mouth. Yeah, I kiss all my kids in the mouth. Don't hate. Don't hate. Stay with me now. Don't hate.
We're all going, no, please.
I know. Some, my son started.
So Ray, there he did.
I mean, his family.
He confessed to kissing his kids in the mouth. Now,
they were shaking their head like that's completely untrue. Like, is this just Ray Lewis's thing?
Or were they shaking their head out of embarrassment?
I don't know.
I think we got to get him on the phone for some sort of conclusive evidence. Unlike his case, we need to get to the bottom of this mouth kissing. Ray, are you there?
Nope. I mean, yes. Sorry, I'm confused of what I'm supposed to tell the truth about anymore. Yes, I'm here, Andy Ruther. Thank you for calling me on the phone.
Now, Ray, first off, congratulations on being inducted into the 2018 NFL Hall of Fame class.
Congratulations necessary, Andy Ruther. I deserve it. I tackle people all the time when I was in the NFL. People come through the line, and they would say, Ray, I'm going to get yardage. And I would say, no. Not on my watch. Not in my city. Also not in your city if we're playing on the road. No. So while your congratulations is appreciated, it's not about that. It's about I earned it. Just like Jesus earned his place up on that cross. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now, Ray, I was just reading an article, a great article from Sports Illustrated by Robert Klemko. He claims your entire career you were shielded by a team of PR, by a team of Ravens personnel, players that basically no one ever questioned you about the 2000 murders in Atlanta after the Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl.
Andy Ruther, I don't know the name that you just talked about. I've never heard of Klemko or Jarebko or Tiffany and Co. I don't know any Co's. Now, as far as this murder you're talking about, people are murdered every day all across this great city of Baltimore. But what do? I go out there and I tell those murderers straight to their face. I dance. I set off some pyrotechnics. And they say, I'm going to murder somebody. And I'm going to say, no. No. That's the only murder investigation that I'm involved in. I investigate the murders that people are doing in Baltimore, and I stop them. Anything else you're talking about? I don't know. I don't know.
So you're just not going to answer these questions,
Andy,
ever?
I see what you're doing, and I forgive you. Jesus forgives you.
Forgive me for what?
I forgive you.
For what?
I don't waffle.
What are you talking about?
I eat
Ray?
waffles, but I don't waffle. No. Bless you, my son. And may God have mercy on your soul, old dead-headed podcast. No one listens to your podcast. That's why I come on. Can't answer that question. Can't ask me those questions. No. I forgive you. I forgive your interns. I forgive your fired interns. I forgive your interns at school. I forgive your no-chill co-host. I forgive everybody involved in Dirty Sports Podcast. I bless you. I hit you with that holy water, and I'll pray for a rosary for you tonight.
Well, I guess this interview's over, Ray, because you're not going to answer any questions about the murder, ever.
I'll answer questions about anything you want, Andy Ruther.
Do you kiss your kids in the mouth?
Indeed, I do. I look them dead in the eye. I say, open up, Papa coming in. And guess what? Sometimes they don't want it, and I say, no. I take their mouths and I open them up. And I stick my tongue in there.
Kind of like how you opened up that guy's chest when you murdered him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you murdered him,
I open
you
up
opened
guys'
up his
chest. I open up fullbacks' chests when they come through the line.
Yeah.
And I shed them out of the way. And then I open up the chest of an H-back or a tight end. And then I open up the chest of every ball carrier ever came in my way. Why? Because God put me on this planet. He said, Ray, I'm putting you on this planet. I'm touching your forehead. And I'm saying, you got one purpose in life, Ray. Ray, are you listening to me? And I was a small baby, and I didn't understand words yet. But still, his words meant something to me. I said, I do understand, Jesus. I do understand. You put me out here to tackle ball carriers. And that's what I'm going to do.
One last question, Ray.
And I'm going to do it better than anybody's ever done it.
If you were going to go...
No butt kiss. No Urlacher. No Lawrence Taylor. No Gaylord Perry. I think he played baseball. No William Refrigerator Perry. No Perrys. No Perry Farrell.
Ray, one last question.
No spare shoes.
Ray, one last question. If you were to go suit shopping at Men's Warehouse, are you buying a black or a white suit?
Andy, I'm going anytime I do anything. Shopping, eating food, tackling ball carriers, helping the good people of Baltimore. What I do, I go in that room and I would say, Jesus, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to stand here in the middle of Men's Warehouse. I'm going to spin around. I'm going to spin around like a swing pass. As I was pursuing a ball carrier to the right, who was just thrown to my left, I'm going to spin around. And I'm going to say, Jesus, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to let you push me around this door. I'm going to let you push me around this door like a teenager using a Ouija board. And I'm going to say, whatever I open my eyes and I'm standing in front of, it could be a dress. It could be a jacket. It could be a pair of plaid slacks. That's what I'm going to buy because that's what Jesus has pointed me to.
All right. Well, I guess this interview's done. That made zero sense, but it's good to have you on, Ray.
A lot of things don't make sense to people that don't have God in their soul, Andy Ruther.
So I'm like
Open
Odell
up that
Beckham
soul.
Jr. So I'm
Open
like
it
Odell
up.
Beckham Jr.
That's right.
I don't have enough Jesus
That's right.
in my life.
Bad hair, no God. You and Odell have a lot in common. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm going to go to your barber's house. Go see Trippy. I'm going to say, I touch you. I forgive you. I forgive you for what you've done to Andy Ruther. Bless you, my son.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Ray Lewis, once again, on the Dirty Sports Podcast. Wow, Praino. I mean, I know you were taking a shit, but it just got even more weird.
Yeah, Ray Lewis is a weird guy.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, most Jesus freaks are.
Yeah. It's always convenient, right, when you find Jesus after you've gotten out of a connected double murder.
Yeah. It's always great when it's like
you'll just make everything a Jesus response.
Do you think that was my bad move post-denting?
Jesus for Ray Lewis is sort of like fake news for Donald Trump. It's like, when in doubt, you just go, Jesus.
Do you think that was my move? I think I played my brain injury completely wrong.
I should have become a Jesus freak.
Like I could have really played.
There's no place for that in comedy.
Yeah, you said I should have played it up more to get more gigs, which I never did.
The denting, doing material on being brain damaged.
No, just hitting up comedy bookers in town and being like, "Yo, man, I'm fresh off."
There was a kid who got a fucking HBO special for getting cancer.
Yeah, and I basically only played it up on this show.
Yeah.
And maybe Twitter, but not even to this day.
I still say
people don't know that I went to that I'm friends with.
I still say the move should have been finding a chick who had also had a traumatic brain injury and having dent on dent sex tape.
The Dent Files?
Yeah.
I mean, there's still time for that.
2 dents, 1 cup. I don't know how the cup's involved, but look, I'm not a porn producer. I'm just an idea man.
I'm fucking hungry right now, Praino.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm starving. I cooked up some good food yesterday.
What'd you cook?
You were here.
Oh, yeah. I cooked up some steaks. That's right. Seems like forever ago.
Cooked up some Trader Joe's steaks and had a little hummus spread. But it's not nearly as good as what I'm gonna cook up this week. Look at these fresh meals I got from Blue Apron. Soy honey chicken and rice with togarashi peanuts, spicy pork and rice cakes with bok choy.
I've actually had that one. Delicious.
And Mexican spiced beef and rice bowls with sauteed zucchini and tomatoes.
See, while I appreciate showing up on a Saturday morning and immediately coming and eating a steak, the one problem with the Andy Ruther culinary bonanza that we had yesterday is you're just like, I don't know, I got steaks, man. And then it
was kind of thrown together.
Yeah, you're like, I got a vegetable platter. I'm like, that's not how you put a side together.
Yeah.
When you use Blue Apron, they give you an entree, they give you a little side action. It's always a very full and complete meal.
It really is.
Just add dessert. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You couldn't be more right, guys. So check out this week's menu. And get what's that?
I said I don't know who guys are, but yeah. Me and Ray Lewis.
What did I say?
Just keep going.
Yeah, let me just finish this read. So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/dirty. That's blueapron.com/dirty to get your first 3 meals free. And you guys can cook just like me. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Okay. We do have to mention the Donald Trump thing because
okay.
I want to touch on things that give me a platform, give you a platform, Praino, because we all know Twitter doesn't do enough. And I think people are going to know our opinions, but I still want to say them.
Okay. I don't know what's happening right now, but let's get this going.
Well, it's instant hot take, right? From when Trump tweets.
Right.
So I just don't want to be the idiots who quote tweet him. And
I don't follow Donald Trump.
I don't either.
EJ, do you follow Trump? EJ does not follow Donald Trump either.
Okay.
He's shaking his head no.
So Donald Trump tweets Friday night. At one point, he tweets, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike. For the record, I will say this is one of Trump's funnier tweets. I think it's actually fucking hilarious. From a comedic standpoint, he's trolling Don Lemon. He's also trolling LeBron and also saying he's hopping in the Michael Jordan-LeBron debate by saying, I like Mike at the end, which is also bringing back the old I like Mike commercials. I mean, there's multifaceted layer to this tweet. Do you agree?
Sure. I don't know if humor is any of the layers, but
whether he was intentionally or not, or unintentionally trying to be funny, it made me laugh.
Okay.
So then what happens?
Everybody flips out.
Yes. Just so you guys know, to compare the two, That tweet has I'm looking right now on Twitter, has 133,000 responses. To put things in perspective,
That's a lot even for EJ.
Yeah. To put things in perspective, Donald Trump's next tweet has 12,000.
Yeah.
So 133,000. So here's what happens. Everyone does the normal idiot quote tweet thing. Donald Trump is fishing as always. And are people going to take the bait? And every fucking moron, and even people I like, dude, take like a Michael Rappaport. How often are you going to quote tweet Donald Trump? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I like Rappaport. It's like, dude, you're playing his game. Here's what Trump has done. He has set the rules to the game, and you guys all play it. It's that simple. You just fucking ignore it. Like, I don't get this. Because Donald Trump did you see there was all these tweets of Trump complimenting LeBron? There were so many. So clearly Donald Trump is trolling. I don't understand how people haven't figured this out. Why are people that fucking dumb?
Look, I mean, I've known this forever. And, like, I'm to the point where, like, I understand that we need to talk about it. But, like, even doing the talk about, like, we're kind of doing the thing that we're saying we shouldn't do, which is talking about it.
Fair enough.
I'll just leave it at this. We've talked a lot about the Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate in here. Just saying, if you're on the Michael Jordan side, Donald Trump is with you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying in the Venn diagram of people who like Michael Jordan over LeBron James, you're in the side with Donald Trump.
But he's
going to leave it at that.
Well, you can leave it at that.
Not saying you're wrong. Not saying you're right. Just saying maybe Donald Trump's right. I don't know.
You can leave it at that. But again, I just want to reiterate that the man clearly stands for nothing. He's just tweeting just to rile everyone up.
Well, clearly. I mean, he's doing it on the heels. I don't even know.
That's where I find the humor in
it. Did he mention Trump in the interview? Did he like shit
I don't
on
know.
Trump? I'm sure he did, right?
He was basically saying that, Trump and those people were using sports to divide people.
Which is true.
And that's what LeBron said in that interview.
So he was responding to LeBron dissing him.
It wasn't even like an outright diss. The "you bum" thing was the best LeBron diss when he said he was a bum like all those months ago. But no, this one was more like, it was a nicely done interview. So he was just saying that they're using sports to divide the common people. So
it's hilarious though, because again, I like, if you right now put a gun to my head, I would 100% say Donald Trump's going to win again. 100%.
I would disagree.
Because of shit like this. This helps his cause, dude.
I'm not sure how that. I don't know what. I don't know. How do you figure?
Because this is how I figure.
The people. So here's the thing. I think stuff like this. When you look at the people who respond positively, like LeBron James is only starting schools for a fucking tax refund. It's all people that voted for Donald. Like, he does stuff that makes, like, even if he lost 25 voters who really love LeBron James, they're like, who's he adding with this? Like, I just don't think that's something where he's adding votes.
Well, I think, once it comes election time, 2 years from now, I think what's going to happen is...
I think so much information out there about Donald Trump's going to be out that he won't win, or he won't run, or he won't fucking...
It won't matter. Yeah. It didn't matter this time. It didn't matter. He tried to lose an election, and he won.
Yeah,
whether there was tampering or not, he still won.
I can't look. The two-party system's broken as shit. So I'm not sure that the Democrats are going to learn anything from this. But I can tell you one thing: he's not going to go up against the single worst candidate in American presidential politics. So,
well, I'll leave it with this: that tweet, and you and I both agree on this. That tweet is the most American hot take tweet of Twitter. If it wasn't written by Donald Trump, my point is this. You can take that tweet of Donald Trump and you can put it in faceless Kobe Bryant meme guy profile. My point is this. Trump is America. How many times are we going to say it? Donald Trump is America. So no one should be surprised. It's these people who are like blown away. Like that tweet is something that a faceless cheddar dick troll sends to you, Praino.
But we're like, I mean, I'm not calling you out here. I'm just saying I don't think a lot of people realize this stuff. We're like 8 months away from me saying something like that to you, and you being like, "Go somewhere else then. You don't fucking like it here? Where else are you gonna live? You live in fucking Sweden? You live in Australia? Fucking go. Oh, you fucking think America's so trash?" Like, there are a lot of people who...
Wait, what? I'm confused.
You remember me shitting on America and you being like, fuck you then. Oh, you think it's so garbage? You think it's so fucking trash? You think there's the people here? Get the fuck out. Where are you going to live?
Again, I don't think I ever said get the fuck out.
No, you
told him
didn't.
go live in Mexico at one point.
Yeah.
I stand by all that.
Well, why?
Because it's still...
Because why? You just said that tweet, faceless troll garbage is America.
Because that same tweet... Well, first of all, that same tweet could come from anywhere. I don't know what people are tweeting in different countries because I don't follow them.
Right.
So there's that. My point is this. I would still not want to live anywhere but here.
You're dumb.
You live here. Why do you live here?
Because here's the thing. I'm fucking from here, and I'm part of our culture. What am I going to do? Where am I going to be a fucking comedian who learned well after he was involved in society here that it's a fucking dumpster fire?
But you're proving
and
that
also,
point. Where
it's not about going somewhere else.
Where are you going to make that living as a podcaster or comedian?
It's not about going somewhere else. That has nothing to do with it. If I was born in Sweden or I was born in Australia or had all that, I would be there doing that. The fact of the matter is we are trash. We are fucking garbage. That is America. That absolutely is America. The idea that this is then the idea that you're going to say that and then say that we're somehow fucking, but it's still the best. That's a Donald Trump statement.
Did I use the word it's still the best?
But it's like you would want to live here.
I didn't
why?
use that.
You'd want to live here. Why as compared to somewhere else? Because of what? You don't think there's podcasters that make money in fucking Japan? You don't think that there's people who are doing stand-up comedy? I mean, fucking.
I 100% don't think that the opportunities.
Nanette is fucking Australian. She's making a living doing comedy without even getting laughs. So it might even be easier in Australia. Certainly, Jim Jeffries is fucking Australian.
I'm not saying that you can't make money, but Jim Jeffries also moved to America.
Yeah, because this is the land where that happens. If you wanted to
exactly, that's my point.
But if you wanted to be something else, you could do it a fucking million other places. That is the garbage that
we don't have to agree on this, but
you are agreeing.
No, I'm saying
you are agreeing. You're like, that is the most American fucking tweet.
I agree.
You're right. It is.
It is.
And if you go on Twitter, that's what happens. Go under any of these tweets.
Whether me saying that that's the most American tweet has no direct correlation to me saying I only want to live here.
Why wouldn't you want to live in Canada over here?
Why?
Yeah. You love...
I've never been to Canada, first of all.
Okay. Here's the deal. It's nicer people, universal health care. It's right fucking there. You can walk across the border. You can live in Vancouver. You live in Vancouver, it's like you're living in Seattle, except better.
Well, I've never been to Canada. I know that the weather here, I'm talking Los Angeles, they don't have that in Vancouver. I know that much.
Okay. The weather? That's your answer? Weather?
Well, that's one of them. You're putting me on the spot right now, again, to a country that I've
because
never been
this
to.
is what everybody does. This is what everybody does. They fucking criticize, but then they sit back and go, but like, good old USA.
But am I criticizing the country or am I criticizing the people in the country?
Well, what the fuck is the country? The country is the people of the country.
But I still believe...
The country is not the longitude and latitude.
But hold on a second. My point is, I'm not as knowledgeable enough on a lot of these other countries. I've lived in Spain. I've traveled Europe. Big fucking deal. That doesn't mean I know the intricacies of those countries. I'll tell you that much for somebody who lived in Spain. There's definitely more financial opportunity than here than a country like that. That's a beautiful country. Lovely people, lovely girls, love their culture. I wouldn't want to live there. I'd rather live here.
Because why?
Like I said, especially from a financial opportunity perspective.
You're a podcaster now.
Yeah.
That's essentially your bread and butter. You could literally drop the show in Spain and your life would almost not change whatsoever. You don't think we can recreate this wall? in Spain and fucking do this and go fucking live? And it's the same exact thing.
It's not the same thing. Branding, all that stuff would go into it.
You wouldn't even know. In fact, we're in Spain. I hate to break it to you guys.
But again, Joe, this is what I find interesting about your argument back to me is that
it's the same thing.
Hold on. Because you stay here. You yourself don't leave here.
It's identity politics in a country form. You're identifying as a fucking American when it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. You're grouping yourself with people you don't agree with, that don't believe in the things that you believe in, that say shit you don't like. They don't have anything to do with you. We are not a fucking Americans. What about you as fucking American? That you pay taxes here? It doesn't matter. The only people that are fucking American are the rah-rah people that are like, you should stand for the fucking anthem. I don't consider myself I'm a person. I'm not a fucking white male. I'm not a fucking Californian. You see me flying the California flag or the U.S. flag or the fucking New York flag, the Italian flag. Motherfucker, I wear a fucking Brisbane Lions rugby shirt more often than I fucking wear something with a USA flag on it. It's identity politics for your soul. Like, oh, but you know what? Still would rather be here. Why? You're just a fucking person. Don't do that. Don't get to that level of clarity and then just go like,
but it's not. I don't know.
Get the fucking
I don't know
spins.
why you're getting so mad by me saying I would.
Because I didn't even want to talk about it in the first place. Then you go and throw out there that it is the most American in tweet, which I agree with you. Because just like I said about fucking Ohio and every fat coal-covered fucking rust asshole fucking flew out like, you're not going to talk about fucking Ohio. Dude, it's an imaginary line around a fucking shithole filled with chili. You're not a fucking Ohioan. You're just a fat fuck. That's it. Stop defending your fucking state like we're in some sort of land war and that fucking Indiana's going to come and start stealing chili bowls. You're not a fucking Ohioan. You're just a fat asshole. Ohioan. Somebody goes, oh, California sucks. Cool. I don't give a shit. I'm sure. Look, I've been through Central California. It does fucking suck. You been to fucking Barstow? Barstow is like fucking Vietnam. I wouldn't go to fucking Barstow with a gun to my head. Like, fuck you. It's so fucking stupid. And Donald Trump is preying on people that fucking have a politic about like, oh, I'm so fucking glad to be here. Fuck you, you stupid fat fucking orange fuck.
But we are fortunate to be here, and we'll just disagree on that. That's fine.
Yeah, we will.
You can disagree about this being the land of opportunity and all those things, because I believe in that. Call me romantic, call me whatever, but there's a reason people still risk their lives to come to this country.
Because there are parts of the world that are shit. I'm not saying you...
Agreed.
I'm not saying...
Agreed.
I'm not saying we're better off being in a fucking mud hut in Africa than we are here. There's a lot of fucking first world countries. And not all of them are run by fucking morons or the fucking Illuminati or the fucking CIA or a fucking baboon with Twitter that you'll refuse to call the guy fucking dumb. The dude's dumb as fuck. Straight up dumb as fuck.
He's not dumb, though.
I disagree.
We're talking about him now.
No, we're talking about him because you fucking got duped by him into a fucking LeBron James shit. I'm going here fucking doing Michael Jordan jokes, and then you got to tell me about like, oh, in the end, it's still the fucking USA. It's like, fuck, man. Can't even get through this fucking conversation without losing my mind about how fucking stupid we are. The country's fucking stupid.
But he's not dumb.
Praino, you don't like it, go somewhere else. Fine, I fucking will. If that's a fucking call, fuck you.
But you won't, Joe.
You know what, Ruther? Here's the thing. I fucking plan on it, first of all. And second of all, just like the fucking not watching the NFL, you're going to be like, dude, you can't go. You can't fucking leave. You got to watch the NFL. What the fuck are we going to do if you're in fucking Mexico not watching the NFL? It's like, you don't understand that doesn't drive that you can live in Mexico and fucking watch the NFL. There's a guy that probably makes money being in Mexico fucking talking about sports.
I'm not saying you couldn't.
Yeah, you are. You're saying, oh, you got to fucking live here.
Well, no, I'm calling your bluff in a way for sure.
Dude, it's fucking lame as shit. I don't think of myself as fucking anything. And honestly, if you do, you're the guy that's like, fucking stand for the anthem. People fucking died for that. No one thought a single fuck about me when they fucking died. No one. Nobody.
When who died?
Guys fighting in fucking Afghanistan. Guys fucking not fighting in Afghanistan like, oh, I hope Joe Praino's fucking have a good time on the fucking beach today.
respect the people who died for you. No one fucking died for me. Shut the fuck up with this fucking nonsensical fucking nationalism bullshit. That's exactly what the dude does. He fucking gets people on nationalism. And when you break yourself from it, you'll go, I don't give a single fuck what this dude tweets. I don't give a fuck if he tweets that he thinks fucking this podcast is better than Dirty Sports or fucking Michael Jordan. I care about the Michael Jordan, LeBron James argument more than I care about almost fucking anything. I don't give a single fuck what Donald Trump thinks of it. Fuck you. Shut up. Stop talking about the guy. Oh, he's a fucking president. I don't fucking care. You gotta. That's what you're on the right path. People talking about it are fucking stupid.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. Then what's the difference if you're trying to bring in, the country thing? Then what's the difference between like, oh, you have an allegiance to your sports teams?
It's literally that's like literally not serious. Like no one's going fuck you. You're gonna fucking bail on the Red Sox. Fuck you. You should die. Like no one's calling you a traitor. Who cares? It's entertainment.
Yeah, but I'm saying
it's like saying I like
you, Joe Praino.
Yeah.
I'm saying you have a diehard allegiance.
I have a diehard allegiance to Top Gun too. Our fucking number one fan, CT, was like Top Gun's overrated. I was like, how dare you? I'm fucking out of here. It's like it's entertainment, dude. And the New York Mets don't give a single fuck about me at all.
But you still care about them.
I care because I'm fucking just rooting for something to root for fucking sports,
which is good, which is fine. I'm not dissing that.
Great. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Like, it's entertainment. And that's what this guy's doing. He's being a fucking WWE wrestler in the White House.
Yeah, I agree. We agree on that.
Cool.
So
we live in a fucking country where a WWE wrestler literally can get elected president. And we're talking about we'd rather be here than anywhere else. I don't know. Seems like a broken argument.
Well, I would.
Okay.
And that's fine. If you want to go to Mexico, that's totally your right too. And you can deal with their.
I want to go to Mexico because we're actually putting up a wall between us.
But you can have fun with their legit government, who I'm sure has no corruption.
Great. You know what? I'd rather a fucking murderer who's a murderer than a Ray Lewis who's pretending he's fucking not.
Okay, fair enough. Transparency.
Yeah. So guess what? I'll go there. I'll break the law. I'll pay off the cops. Everybody fucking wins. Everybody's on the same page here. It's corrupt as fuck. Great. We're corrupt as fuck. We just pretend we're not.
So we agree there. It's corrupt everywhere. You know what's not corrupt is SeatGeek, guys. I'll tell you what, man. SeatGeek. That's where you get those tickets for those games. It's where we go. We get our tickets. Any sort of event, concert, comedy show. Like I said, I was looking at SeatGeek to get tickets for the Star Wars Orchestra this week at the Hollywood Bowl. I might need somebody to go with. Maybe, we went from what you talking about, Willis, to some serious politics. Praino's all wound up. Maybe I need to get 2 tickets on SeatGeek. We can go relax, listen to a little John Williams Star Wars music. Best of all, Dirtballs, you get $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. That's right, we can get $20 off those Star Wars tickets. Just download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code DIRTY today. That's promo code DIRTY for $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. SeatGeek, life's an event. We have the tickets. You all right, Praino?
I'm great. I just wonder, are you going to be rooting for the Death Star when you watch Star Wars? It's like pretty good quality of life for the stormtroopers there on the Death Star. It's pretty fucking great.
Maybe now I will. I don't know. As a kid, I rooted for the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that equates to America.
The America is the Death Star. That's the equation.
But at the end of the day, I'm happy with my life. That's me, dude. I wake up, for the most part, I get to do what I want. I've also earned that right from thusting.
Right.
And
just make sure that you know, because it's important for you to know that that's the life that you created for yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
You're lucky you didn't get born in a third world mud hut. Congratulations. That's fucking completely different. It's like saying, like, I'm a Yankee. I'm so happy I was born a fucking Yankee fan. Look at me. I have 27 championships. Isn't it great? I wouldn't trade being a Yankee fan for anything in the world. Could you imagine if I was fucking born a Marlins fan? Ew. Kill yourself.
You have 2 rings, actually. Never forget. We're going to get to some Dirtball calls. Before we do that, guys, I want to announce, and I put this out on social media. We're doing a big giveaway, a Madden 19 giveaway. We're giving away 3 video games, Madden 19, and the winners will get to choose either for, PS4 or Xbox One. Basically, follow the link in the description of this episode or go online, Twitter, Facebook. We are giving away those games. It's going to be a random entry. It's through a company online that I use. And basically, if you subscribe on YouTube, you get 1 entry. You follow us on Twitter, you get 1 entry.
I think you get 3 if you subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah,
right?
You're right, actually. Sorry. If you subscribe on YouTube, you get 3 entries. So there's different ways to enter. It's going to be only 10 days long. It's going to end August 15th. So if you're interested in getting a free Madden game, we're giving away 3. So check those out in the description of this episode. But until then, let's get to some dirtball calls. We had some good responses to the top 5 all-time rappers.
Oh my God, I can't wait for this.
Oh yeah. And this first caller, he is very how should I put it? I don't know if I want to call him a troll, but he's on YouTube all the time leaving comments.
Okay. Is it the foot fetish guy?
No. I think his username is SF Purple Haze. Doesn't show his profile pic, of course. But very, very, very trolling type of person, I guess I would say. Sometimes a lot of times it goes towards me, I think. So you don't look at the YouTube comments. The YouTube's out of control. Anyway, he called in though, so I'll give him credit as a troll. He actually called in to weigh in on the matter.
Hey, yo, thanks for this podcast. This is your boy, SF Purple Haze from YouTube fame. Just want to let y'all niggas know, man, the fact that you guys don't got Tupac on your top 5 is utterly disgusting. It just makes you want to stop listening to anything you want to have to say. Yeah, I can get the Drake shit. Drake got some bangers, blah, blah, blah. If you listen to his body of work, the guy he could do 5 hours worth of concerts where he actually does spit bars. But if you're not listening for him, you dismiss them, whatever. Pac, come on, man. That dude can make you cry. That dude can make you dance. That dude can make you feel like you're going to do a felony tonight. He can make you look like you're going to take a shit in front of Venice Beach. Whatever it is you guys got to do, he can put you in the mood. Biggie, great rapper as he is, had 1 album, man. How you going to put him in with everybody else that's catalog is 100%. Joe Praino, you talked about how, I need some gangster shit and it can't be nothing whack. Eminem has had a couple of hits, but if you can never ride with Eminem out in the hood and put that shit with the windows down, get the fuck out of here with that, man. And I'm not disrespecting his lyrical prowess. Dude is a god, but he'd be in the top 10, but probably fitting in the 10th spot for me. Pac, definitely number 1 rapper. Most versatile, has a long career, man, put in the work, and obviously inspired a whole generation of artists that maybe your favorite artist that you just listed off now wouldn't even exist had it not been for the work that he laid down. Anyways, I already love you niggas. Good work. Keep on putting up them podcasts. Subscribe to everything. You already know what it is. SF Prep Page, Southwest Florida, Boston, Massachusetts. Send the fuck up.
You sound like a rapper at the end with those shout-outs.
First of all, I didn't have Eminem in my top 5. I mean,
we discussed it.
We discussed it.
Yeah.
But also, I've just never been a Tupac fan. Bottom line. I'm allowed that. You're allowed to have your top 5. Tupac's probably in your top 5.
Mine? Yeah. I'm a big Tupac fan.
He's not in my top 5. That's it. Growing up, I fucking listened to all of it. I watched all of it. MTV Generation, you didn't get to choose what was on hip-hop station. We didn't have Spotify. We didn't have Apple Music. We didn't have fucking Shuffle. We didn't have playlists. You had what was on 97.1, Hot 97 in New York, and you had what was on Yo MTV Raps, and you had what was on MTV. Tupac was not my shit. Bottom line. Changes was fucking all right.
But you've
know
also
what I mean?
been critical of Tupac.
I just think there's multiple aspects of it. First of all, I just didn't feel it that much. The fucking original auto-tune gangster. And then just fucking, you know, a fake gangster, in my opinion. Wasn't a fucking actual gangster.
Why is he a fake gangster?
Because he didn't.
Because he went to art school?
Yeah. His fucking dad's a preacher, and he has fucking. It's like, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not. I don't think Kendrick Lamar's a gangster rapper. He's talking about fucking positive shit, whatever. But like, you know, Tupac getting into a fucking rap beef, fine. But that's after the fact. You don't come up, like, you don't hear me talking about my fucking life in the hood. I went to high school in Greenwich, Connecticut. I'm not up on stage being like, yo, I grew up hard, and this is why it was hard being me. It's like, that's not real. And honestly,
but it's not like Tupac had. It's not like he grew up in the suburbs, man. It's not like he had an easy upbringing.
Okay, but like to fucking, I mean, to me, fake gangster.
See, I wouldn't call him a fake gangster.
Well, I just did. The Wu-Tang Clan is the 20th thing on FBI's fucking file on Wu-Tang says they're involved in music. The rest of that shit is like guns, drugs, and that's what they're rapping about. Like Tupac fucking like stick to changes, bro.
Well, first of all, Changes came out after he died. I don't know when he recorded it. I do see his point about the wide array of songs Tupac could do, where it would be more gangster to more the dancey, poppy stuff like, you know, California Love or I Get Around or How Do You Want It. I don't know. Obviously, I'm a big Tupac guy, but I'm a big Biggie. First of all, I owned all their stuff. Same with Biggie. And you're actually wrong on that. So Biggie had one album. What do you have? Ready to Die.
Yep.
And then after he died, Life After Death came out, which was a double disc.
Yep.
That was a good fucking album too.
Yeah. And it was all recorded before he died.
Exactly. So technically you're wrong saying he just had one album. And after that, you know, what they always do, what they did with both Pac and Biggie, they just start releasing like him playing drums in the bathroom.
We're talking about
the song.
We're talking about my top rappers of all time. I'm talking about lyrics. I'm talking about flow. I'm not talking about fucking discography. Like that's not that, you know, my overall shit. I don't fucking know how many albums anybody fucking has.
When you said flow, I instantly thought of the health insurance chick. That's where it's at now with me. That's that bad. The car insurance chick, right? Progressive flow.
I'm sure top 5 rappers of all time. I'm sure if you did a fucking Quinnipiac poll of top 5 rappers of all time, I bet you'd have Tupac in 80% of them.
So Biggie would too.
Yeah, but I'm in the 20% that he's not in.
We have another rapper we didn't mention. Somebody wants to talk about.
Yo, this is Clinton Santa Cruz again. Got cut off on my KRS-One rant. But do yourself a favor, check out some KRS-One, especially his shit from the early 90s. Just so unique. I don't know, man. He was fucking nuts and still is. That's all I got. Stay dirty. Condoms are for Drake being in people's top 5, top 10. I don't even consider Drake rap. I don't know what he is. Like, genres get so blended. He's more of like R&B, you know, rap than anything, like a crossover. He's definitely not a rapper. He's obviously in the hip hop, R&B, you know, side of shit. But I don't even know if I call Drake a rapper. Anyway, later.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah. No, I completely. That's what I've said about a lot of the modern shit and whatever. You can say like, oh, you're the guy who says you'd like the NBA when it was fucking slower and whatever, and that's fine. But at the same time, people do the simple production value in modern rap that I like about old rap. It's not like fucking Kanye's Runaway isn't just a one dude hitting one key on the piano for fucking half of it. Do you know what I mean? I like raw, fucking real ass beats. I like that in music too. My girlfriend and I fight all the time because she plays shit with fake drums and fucking, you know, electronic shit. That is just not my shit. I like analog music. And I like that. That's something that happened on the East Coast rap scene way more than it happened on the West Coast rap scene. Higher production value out here as far as like California. That's not for me. I'll fucking take Kanye hitting a fucking one piano key
You want
over that
simple.
all day, because to me that showcases the lyricists more than it does the fucking it being a song. I like the rappers of rap. KRS-One is bomb. My thing is, I'm not even ranking people. I'm not giving you a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you wanted my top 5, and then you wanted my top 10, then you wanted my top 15, KRS-One's probably in my top 10 or my top 15. He's certainly in that. He's certainly somewhere in that bunch. But I'm not like going like this guy's 1, this guy's 2. But like if you made me put a dividing line between people, I listed mine the other day on fucking Twitter. I had a distinct 4, and then I was like, all right, here's the other folks that might have been my 5th. I don't know.
Well, this is what I've learned about myself just with music. And I think we should all maybe take note of what I'm about to say. I think you can like a song, but also know it's shit and doesn't mean it's good or an artist or performer. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I'm wearing a Britney Spears shirt. I'll just say it. A fair amount of her songs, I'll be like, that's not bad. I can listen to it. I can hear it at a bar. I can hear it wherever, at the pool. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, that's a catchy song. But do I put Britney up there? You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the problem, like, Joe, you're talking about with Drake. I think people think because it's a catchy song, there's a lot of Drake's. I know you don't like it, but for me personally, there's a lot of Drake songs. I'll be like, yeah, that's a cool song. I could listen to that in my car. I could listen to it at a bar. I could listen to it wherever. But there's a difference between saying that.
There's a lot of catchy Akon songs, too. Is Akon a fucking rapper?
But that's my point. I think people, that's where I think people get lost in confusion. I know I like a lot of shitty music. I know that. Like, I'll be like, oh, that's catchy, or I enjoy it. But I also know, my point is, I know you can't compare Britney Spears to
I wouldn't even say shitty for any of that stuff. I wouldn't say shitty for Britney Spears. There's 10 songwriters and fucking 4 producers who made that shit. Like,
exactly.
Those guys make a living doing that. Like,
you're right.
It's not shitty.
You're right. I
It's
shouldn't
just
discredit
pop
them.
music.
You're right. I shouldn't discredit
It's
them.
just sugary.
You're right. It's catchy. It's good. It's easy to listen
same
to.
thing. I'm not saying Tupac is shitty. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel that shit. Like, to me, it seems a little like not like I just, yeah.
Well, we got time for a couple more calls.
Are there more on the top? EJ, who's your top 5 rappers of all time?
I mean, I feel like you have to always put either Tupac and Biggie, but besides that, I would probably go Nas. And then I'm trying to think of modern people that I would say like. Okay, I'm trying to think of modern people that
Nas or Nas.
Okay, Nas. I really vibe with Kendrick a lot, and then I like Childish Gambino a lot. I'm a huge Childish Gambino fan.
What about Daddy Yankee?
Daddy Yankee? Hey, bro, that's reggaeton, bro. That's not rap. What you talking about, bro? Crazy, bro.
I did that for that. I wanted to get that. I wanted to get that accent. All right, a couple more calls. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Hey, Andy and Joe. It's Chris and Josie, the Oklahoma City Sibling Dirtballs.
I'm going into my senior year of high school, and Chris is going into his freshman year. So I'm planning on taking him to some parties. So we were wondering if you ever went to any parties with your older brothers, or what your favorite high school party memory is.
Let us know what you guys think. Condoms are for Kevin Durant.
Chris and Josie.
Yeah.
The combo, the brother-sister combo from OKC. That's a good question. First of all, real quick, the one party I took my little brother to when he was a freshman, I was a senior, was the infamous story of me getting arrested with disorderly conduct when I was dead sober, which I've told on this show. I've told on Denton Report. I'm not going to tell it again. So there was that. And my brother took me to one party when I was a freshman and he was a senior. And it was like, oh, my God.
I went to one party. So my brother John started dating a girl when he was like 16. And it was like a psychotic thing. Like, he suddenly just only hung out with Stephanie and fucking disappeared. And John was definitely like a school shooter before a school shooter. Like, the weird lack of friends and like a lot of internet before the internet and like just doing devious shit. So like John wasn't partying a lot when he was like a senior in high school, when he was like older in high school, at least not with fucking, yeah, he's mostly just hanging out with his girlfriend. I went to one party with John when he was like 14 or 15 and I was like 11 at a friend's house, and him and his friends were like, stay here and watch the house. We have to go down the street and get Spanish Fly because we're gonna fucking drug the girls tonight. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, what?
So Spanish Fly is essentially like urban legend roofies. It was like you put it in a girl's drink and then she wants to fuck you.
Bro.
And I was like, yo, are you guys seriously going down the street in Mount Kisco to buy something called Spanish Fly? I was like, this is some Cosby shit. Spanish Fly. I was like, guys, why don't you give me your money? I'll light it on fire and then we'll just fucking have it right. So that was like the one party I went with John. But Mikey would come to parties with me all the time when I was older.
Be a psycho?
Yeah.
Because Mikey and I are the same age, right?
Mikey would just be like 2 or 3 years on him, and then people would just be like, yo, your brother's crazy. And he'd just be like he'd be like wilding. It got to the point where people were like inviting Mikey out when I was like doing other shit. Like I remember one time I was out of town on like a college visit or whatever, and they're like, yo, Mikey came out with us and he pissed all over this dude's Jeep. And I'm like, what? And they're like, his top was down. He just fucking stood up on the hood of his car and started pissing all over his Jeep. I'm like, what is happening? They're like, your brother's wilding, bro. Yeah, Mikey used to come out and get fucking banged up.
You probably egged him on too.
Oh yeah, Mikey was basically like a pledge when it come to parties with me. I'm like, you don't fucking do shit. Anybody needs a beer, you get him a beer. Like he was like, I just basically made everybody the bitch. One time we had a party, and Mikey Mikey was drinking with us, and then we left to go to another party. We were at my place hanging out, and then we left. My friend Harris passed out. And the next morning, we're all hanging out. Mikey's like, yo, Harris is all wasted, so I put easy cheese all over his dick and let the dog lick it off. And then we're like, wait, what? You take down Harris's pants and spray easy cheese on his dick? He's like, yeah, Harris. The dog. He's like, Coco sucked your dick. And Harris was like, yo, I'm going to kill you. And Mikey literally told everybody that Harris got his dick sucked by our fucking chocolate Labrador. Then my dad comes down and opens like an under cabinet in our house. And there's like 40 empty beers in there. Mikey had been drinking beers and stashing the empties. And I was like, dude, why didn't you just throw them in the fucking recycling? My dad flipped out. He's like, no more fucking people at our house. Blah, blah, blah. Every time you're here, your friends make a fucking mess. Somebody left fucking beer cans under the cabinet. I'm like, yo, my friends all know what the fuck they're doing. That was Mikey. Mikey literally just bold-faced lies. Like, wasn't me. Never gave in. And we all got in trouble because Mikey just fucking drank and hid beers. Trash bag.
Did I replace Mikey out here and you replaced one of my older brothers?
I mean, Mikey has more fight in him than you. Like Mikey, like the 33% of Mikey.
Oh yeah.
Mikey wouldn't stand for that shit.
But okay.
But you're definitely little brother mode.
I'm talking socially, like off air.
Oh, just like doing wild shit, like being a jackass. Yeah. Dick out and stuff like that. Totally.
And because you remind me of my brother Greg, who's just like would laugh, let it happen, and but then at times be like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
All right, well, those are the calls today. 310-359-8365. Again, guys, quick reminder, Madden 19 giveaway. The description will be in the description. The description of the contest will be in the description of this episode. Just click on the link. You can enter. For all my gaming nerds out there.
Yeah, get that Madden. You don't even have to be a gaming nerd to play Madden.
Yeah.
That was like, Madden's like the shit that I used to play. I had like 4 video games. Like FIFA, Madden.
Yeah.
I spent so many years of my life playing Madden. Like, I bet you if you tallied it up, I played more than a year of Madden in hours.
What if I got? So I'm gonna get
Imagine that when I die, I'm gonna be like, I spent 100th of my life playing Madden.
That's depressing, man. Now you got me thinking of like.
Speaking of Mikey, I beat Mikey in Madden. He'd always fucking. I talked about it at his wedding as his best man. I was like, don't play video games with him, Lauren. I was like, he's gonna accuse you of cheating, and then probably beat you up. He would flip out when I beat him in Madden.
We should get that for here. That's just what this place needs, right?
Yeah.
Get a TV on that wall.
I can't even get back into video games.
It's like a big life decision, a dedicated decision. It is though. But it's true. Like if you're gonna get back in,
now you can play online and shit like that. Nah, I ain't trying to do that shit.
No, not where we live.
Yeah,
you just can't. You got to be outside.
One of my buddies was like, "I'll pay you not to get like a PlayStation or whatever, because he's like, then I got to get one. Then we got to play Madden. He's like, I'm a doctor. Like, he's like, I can't be flunking out of fucking medical school playing you in Madden every night till 4 a.m.
So, real quick, and then I know we'll wrap up this show. That reminded me of, when you're like, you go to those award shows, you get all those bags of giveaways and stuff. Like, I don't think people realize when a celebrity attends like an Oscars or the Grammys or the American Music Awards, they get gift bags.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such bullshit. The people who don't need it, like thousands of dollars worth of stuff. So when I worked for Lance, he went to one of those award shows and he got like tickets for 2 to like the Bahamas on top of all this other shit. And he's like, you guys want any of this shit? And it was like this generic game console. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. And I brought it home. I'm like, what award show was this? It wasn't an Xbox. It wasn't a PlayStation. It was this generic thing. It was all online. And I hooked it up to my TV and I had the control. It was like a poor man's version of a PlayStation controller.
It's like in the fucking TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah. But even that, it's like you're saying, it was a Friday night and I started playing. I was like, I can't. This is some generic game. You just pay for the games online to get them. I was like, even this, you get fucking addicted to that shit, man. And then I gave it away to the poor. So there's some poor kid who's getting beat up for
What do you mean you gave it away to the poor? You donated it to like Goodwill?
Yeah.
Jesus. Should have given it to a DirtBall.
No, DirtBalls have PlayStation and Xbox. Praino. Chicago. Me. You. September 5th through 11th. It's happening.
Yep.
DirtBall meetup.
Cubs, White Sox, live Dirty Sports podcast.
You're headlining.
That should be enough right there.
I don't know
Midwest, get there.
I don't know what else people want.
Tweet at us if you're coming. Let us know. We want to know who's coming. EJ, you coming? He's coming.
Cool. Perfect.
Those double jeans will work out perfect in the Midwest.
Yeah.
The chilly September weather.
Except he'll be called like a homo 1,000 times too. You got anything else you want to push?
No. Joe Praino on Instagram, at Fix Your Life on Twitter, joeprano.com for shows. That's it.
Rate, review, subscribe, iTunes, at Andy Ruther. I make the best Instagram stories. You guys should check them out. Not at all. Arguably.
Motherfucking lit, fam.
You like that one? I got so stoned last night and just wouldn't stop Instagram storying. All right, guys, that's the show. It's already gone longer than we wanted. Thank you for listening. Sending out our love to all the dirtballs. And most importantly, don't forget, condoms are for pussies.